Michael Vigil, who is the former chief of the International Operations for the Drug Enforcement Administration. Michael, appreciate you being with us. Help us understand what Purdue Pharma is being accused of.
Well, Purdue Pharma has had many issues with OxyContin, which is a painkiller, since they produced it and started marketing it in 1996. In 2007, there were charges brought against 3 executives from Purdue Pharma, but then the Justice Department under George W. Bush allowed them to plead to misdemeanors. Currently, Purdue Pharma again continues to ignore the fact that they provided ground zero for the opioid crises that we currently suffer from here in the United States. They have not reported physicians that have abused the prescription situation with OxyContin. So right now, the Justice Department is in negotiations with them. As you mentioned, there's over 2,000 lawsuits at the state and city level against Purdue Pharma. Purdue Pharma is offering $10 to $12 billion, which is not going to cover all of the lawsuits. But again, Purdue Pharma always tries to escape from these issues. One of the things that I see is that the prosecutors in Connecticut, Vermont, and New Jersey, along with Main Justice in Washington, D.C., are looking at filing a continuing criminal enterprise, which is used to go after major drug traffickers. And the continuing criminal enterprise carries a sanction of 20 years to life imprisonment. My personal opinion is that the executives of Purdue Pharma and other pharmaceutical companies that through corporate greed have created hundreds of thousands of deaths here in the United States are no better than Chapo Guzman and Pablo Escobar. Chapo Guzman appears in court in shackles and handcuffs, and these pharmaceutical executives show up in Armani suits and stretch limousines. So, they are no more, they are nothing less than, legitimate drug dealers that have caused untold damage here in the United States and continue to create damage. And this opioid crisis in the United States is not going to be resolved anytime soon.
So, Michael, as you mentioned, the company's trying to settle the lawsuits with around $10 billion. Meanwhile, the opioid crisis has cost the United States hundreds of billions of dollars. How is that going to work?
Well, the thing is, it's not going to work. You make a good point. $10 to $12 billion is a drop in the bucket in comparison to all of the funding that the states and cities across America have had to spend on healthcare costs, on treating the opioid addiction problem. So it's not going to work. And the thing is that the Department of Justice has got to have the intestinal fortitude to go after these individuals in a much more harder way, and not let them escape. Because in the past, what they do is they make billions of dollars and then they pay very small fines, and that it creates an incentive for them to continue to get these drugs out into the streets and kill more citizens here in America. It's ludicrous.